All right, meat. Let's hear it.
You're what?
The intro.
What am I supposed to say?
Up to you.
Okay.
Just intro. Give us an intro, Mumble.
Intro. Okay. Hello?
Can I get the outro now?
Oh, was that enough?
Oh, I thought that's what you were going for.
Oh, I didn't know what you
I
wanted.
mean, that'll suffice. Anything. Whatever you say.
Okay, so
Understand? What is this steak?
What's going on here?
Okay, I had several questions I wanted to ask you.
All right, shoot.
How was the fair? Please.
Oh boy. Well, it was a fun experience in of itself, but I have Mumble Cast related joys and woes about
Oh
it.
my, I have no idea what that could be.
So I went there and I brought our little pocket recorder, and I got so many colorful and wonderful things. I got intro and an outro and a Jens Hansen from Yukon King.
Oh my.
I got Patrick had a friend there from school, and I got him to do a Jens Hansen. I got Patrick to do a Jens Hansen. I gave the recorder to Nick because Nick didn't know what kind of food he wanted to get, and we were sick of him trying to get us to tell him. So I gave him the recorder and told him to walk off and narrate his adventure for food, and he did that. And I got all these things, and then at the end of the day, I opened the recorder, and end of the day, later in the day, I was going to get another recording. I hit the button, said disk error. I don't know what that means. So then I looked to try and play the things I had on there, and it said disk error. If I plug it into my computer, it says something like, oh, it's not formatted, like, do this to format it. And I clicked that, and it said, if you do this, it'll delete all the files on there. And I was like, well, I don't want to do that. So I canceled it, and I've put a little bit of time into researching how to fix it, but not really a lot. So I'm worried that all of those great
So those files are in like limbo right now.
Yeah, if I do anything to try and fix the recorder, they might get all deleted.
Oh no.
And I don't want that. I have some very good things on there.
We've never had that error before.
I have a mystery man, Patrick's friend, I think his name was Luke, doing a Jens Hansen.
Okay.
I'll never be able to get that again.
And never say never.
Him and Yukon and even Patrick, all these people who have no idea what this is, just complied. When Yukon came up to me, he said like, "Hey, what's up?" And I was like, "Hi." And I pulled it out. I pulled the recorder out of my pocket, and I said, "I'm gonna need you to do something for me." And I pulled it out. And as I pulled it out, he just started going like clearing his throat, getting ready before I told him what to do or why I needed it. Man, he did it. So yeah, I'm a little bit worried about that, but we'll see if we can fix it. So those things are gonna have to be on hold for a while until I can figure out how to fix it. Maybe I'll put you in charge of figuring that out. I saw a couple YouTube videos of people with the same recorder just recording a video of them doing it. It's saying disk error, and then the videos ended. So it was like them saying, I have this problem, not how do I fix it. And most things I see seem to tell you how to fix it, but I don't think take into account losing the data or not. So yeah, I don't know.
Claire coming at you live from Claire. I'm a clerical Claire. And this is Claire. Very good. Is that like the blue channel?
Kinda.
Okay.
All right, so you wanted to have a look at some more of Humerchine's work?
Maybe.
All right.
I don't know if it's content worthy, but I just wanted to look. But it
Mm.
kind of looks like it's content worthy.
Okay. So, do you want to read out Engineer Meets a Mystery Boy?
Sure. It's
Okay.
very short.
Yeah.
I was watching WWE and I was just thinking, hey, what if he fucked Engineer? So after testing this ship, I was like, wow, this works. So he tested it? Tested it?
Tested what?
The ship.
The ship?
Do you know what a ship is?
I know what a ship is, yes.
I don't know how you test one.
A ship? You like put it in the water?
Like a character ship.
Oh, yeah, I don't know that then.
I don't either.
Sorry,
You made a
sorry,
very short
I'm just eating a pickled egg, sorry.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to just read it?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just gonna eat a pickled egg, okay? I got a whole
Okay.
jar of them right here.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
Very good.
Mm. Pickled eggs and Humerchine time, my favorite time of the week.
Ugh, no thanks.
Oh, God.
Engineer was sitting on his porch of his house rocking back and forth in his rollin' chair that he made. A mystery man was walking towards him through the shadows. Hey, y'all. Yeehaw! That's the engineer. Mystery guy. Hello. I was just in yim car and I realize I don't have a place to sleep. Can I sleep her? Howdy, partner. What are your name? Mystery man. John Cena. Engineer and guy walk into engineer's house. They were having coffee via engineer's inventions until John Cena yelled in pain. Engineer. Got a booger in the well? John Cena. My fucking heart. I don't know what happened. Orange Alley, Originator don't like John Cena because of how much hotter he was than him. But when he looked into John Cena's dying eyes, he popped the biggest boner.
Oh, my. From looking into his dying eyes?
I guess it turned him on looking into this dying man's eyes. It was very erotic and exciting, so he grabbed his wrench and slapped at John Cena like he does with his sentries. So John Cena yells, "My fucking heart!" And I assume he like falls over. And then the engineer looks.
But what did he say, my fucking heart, to, Bob? What prompted that comment?
I don't know. He was drinking coffee.
Engineer's comment, got a bugger in the well?
No, before that, John Cena yelled in pain, and then engineer said that.
Yeah, and then he said, my fucking heart.
Got a bugger in the well?
Maybe
I think I'm missing something.
I think he's trying to like make up like Southern-esque slang.
Oh,
like,
he's trying to make a Southernism.
Like, got a bugger in the well? I mean, like, I don't know,
So
you got a heart trouble or
regardless,
something?
John Cena yells in pain. Engineer says, got a bugger in the well? John Cena replies with, my fucking heart, in all caps.
And then the engineer pops the biggest boner.
The biggest boner while staring directly into John Cena's dying eyes. And then the engineer grabs his wrench and hits John Cena with it.
Why?
The wrench slams into John's eye, protruding blood everywhere.
Matt Bob, what does John Cena say to this?
You'll never guess what he says. He
I can
says,
see what he says.
"Wow, thank you, man. Hey, are you gay?"
Why is he thanking him?
Engineer says, "No, fuck them homos." John Cena, "Please." Engineer, "Well, when I look at a man and think of women, that's pretty hot. Yeah, I'm gay.
No, yeah, I
Yeah,
am gay.
gay." Xena began licking Engineer's lips. Pus from his eye began drooling all over Engineer's face. Engineer thinks this is fucking Engineer thinks this is fucking amazing, and so he takes his dick out from his zipper and ripped John Cena's pants off. Engineer rubbed his dick all around Cena's cock.
Period.
Suddenly, a sentry saw this happening right in front of him. He was very jealous because he wanted to ask Engineer out on a date, but now this fucking wrestler took him. Sentry, fuck you, bitch. The sentry shams his robo member through John Cena's ass, ripping his entire body apart limb from limb. Sentry looks at Engineer, who has blood all over him, and walked slowly towards him with his robo-clock ready to fire. Engineer realized that he made the wrong mistake, and Sauce goes down onto his knees and begins liking Robo's cock. Engineer, you're my favorite deputy. Sentry,
What the hell?
end of story.
Alright, I think we gotta leave a review on this one.
I don't know if this was Mumblecast appropriate.
Yeah, we'll put some sort of warning.
Okay.
Hi, Humerchine.
It's us again.
Mumblecast again. This dump of a story makes your Da Gama Columbus piece look like the work of Dostoevsky.
I clicked on another one, and it's George Washington and Abraham Lincoln in one house.
Let me guess, you're gonna have some sort of gay rapport.
Yeah, I guess. Yep, I see Abraham jizzes all over George's face.
Nice.
Period. It was hot. Period.
This is lewd, rude, crude, and above all, meaningless.
Oh my. The Macklemore meets up with Riggy Yao is a long one.
Your stories are not remotely coherent.
Panda bear. Grizzly bear.
Coherent, yet within that lack of substance lays their brilliance. Good going. Keep on slamming. Keep on slamming, brother.
He's giving it his best, I guess.
This is shit.
Yeah, it was shit.
Okay, that's how it's signed off.
Ye Bear Bears. When was this? This one was 2 years ago.
So it's signed off. Okay, the whole thing. Hi, Humerchine. Mumblecast again. This dump of a story makes your Da Gama Columbus piece look like the work of Dostoevsky. This is lewd, rude, crude, and above all meaningless. Your stories are not remotely coherent, yet within that lack of substance lies their brilliance. Keep on going, good going, keep on slamming, brother. This is shit.
Mumblecast.
Giving him mixed messages here.
That's right.
So, hang on. This story has 2 other reviews. Let's read those. Okay, this guy says O. O says O. And
Okay.
guest says best story ever, not being sarcastic. All right.
Huh.
Well, there we go. I feel like those are accounts Humerchin made. There's 10 reviews of the Dagama one. One of them was only 2 days before ours,
Whoa.
even though the story's 6 years old. It was Handy
Well, that one
Mandy.
is older.
I know. And it was Handy Mandy who said this was all the information I needed for my social studies project. Why isn't this in the textbooks? Oh, well. But yeah, then there's a lot of trash. Ponce de Leon said, why wasn't I in this? Babu said, I love a Foldova dish.
What?
Babu said, I love a Foodover this. So, guest says, so amazingly written, comparable to the works of Oscar Wilde. I love his pairing. I love this pairing. Satan says, M. Satan, and this hurts me. This is the deepest part of the internet. I see you, creepy 30-year-old man. Swag Lord 420 YOLO said, you're gay, XD, but thanks. I used it as a resource for my college history class. I got a 6T9. Guest says, excuse me? I'll have you know Christopher Columbus is straight. He never had sex with a male. This is disgrace. You are the reason America has a bad reputation. You are the reason the gays are taking over today. He was a hero and a man, not a filthy homo.
Oh my.
Archibald Meat chimes in. Yep. Archibald Meat chimes in with very solid. Had me coming for hours.
Okay.
And then there's ours. That's all the reviews that story had. Bob, what kind of nutters are on this website? Not a single one of these comments is sane. The sanest one, I guess, is the homophobe guy.
I guess.
Oh, fan fiction. Unleash your imagination. Sponsor of our show.
Whoa.
Quiz-ov.
It's another quiz with Quiz-ov.
Quiz-ov.
It's another quiz with Quiz-ov.
Quiz-ov. It's another quiz with Quiz-ov.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah.
Good old Quiz-ov.
Give me a second, I'm not laughing. I didn't think you guys would enjoy. He's got his he's got to take his anti-war cream.
Yeah.
Okay, Chaz. First question. Pick a drink. Water, wine, milk, top shelf liqueur, soda, or tea.
Tea.
Pick a price range. No more than $10. I'll pay for good taste. The more expensive, the better. Or I have leftovers at home. Would you pay for good taste?
I would.
Is that what you're going for?
Yes.
Okay. How would your friends describe you? Chill, tough, reliable, chic, fun, or worldly?
The tough and reliable.
Tough or reliable?
Oh wait, no. Wait a minute. Those were separate.
Yes, all of those are separate.
Reliable.
Tough or reliable? You're going with reliable?
Well, yeah, because a lot of times if you guys want to hang out, I actually do hang out.
I think that's fitting. Vegetables? Question mark. Nope. Depends. Love them. Or fruit, anyone?
What
See?
a question.
My favorite thing to eat is cucumbers.
Okay, that's a
Very
vegetable.
controversial, Chase.
Why is that
on this
controversial?
show to have you alienate our audience.
I'm not alienating anyone. I'm just saying what I like. Because if like there's free cucumbers, I'll grab a cucumber and I'll just eat it right there, like raw, like no cutting, no salt, no nothing.
What the hell? What the hell's wrong with you?
I do that a lot, but I put vinegar on them. I dunk them in vinegar.
Fucking sick fucks.
Meh.
What the hell, Bob?
I know my mom does balsamic vinegar, but I've never really liked it.
You love them? You love them vegetables? Or it depends?
See, cucumbers and potatoes are really the only vegetables that I enjoy, so I'm going to go with fruit.
Okay, fruit anyone?
I agree with the animal part of that. Or is that a little much, do you think?
I agree with it.
Okay, here's the picture question.
Okay.
The question is, or I guess it's not a question. Pick a beefcake, and it's got 6 pictures of shirtless men. All right.
Why?
And I'll describe
this is why people think I'm gay.
The first one is a very happy, smiley-looking black man. And I'll just say it now. All of these guys are ripped. They're so buff.
So they're basically like the show-off dudes, like covered in oil and stuff.
Show-off? No, they're not covered in oil. They're just like, they're very muscular.
Okay.
Okay.
See how this goes.
The first guy, I'm still in the first guy. He's smiling. He's got his hands on his hips, and he's looking in the camera.
See, first thing is I don't date black people, so no.
Well, it's just pick a beefcake. It's not who
black people, Chaz.
It's my personal preference.
Ooh.
Okay, the next guy, he's wearing
Hispanics.
Yes.
Oh, well, speaking of Hispanics, we got a Hispanic-looking guy. He's wearing only tidy whities. He's got like mood lighting on him, and he's like looking very, very sultrily into the camera. The next guy, he's wearing glasses and he's holding a small dog. The fourth guy,
what race is What race is that third guy? The glasses and dogs.
I think he's white. Hard to tell. The lighting's weird on him. Okay. This fourth guy is white. He's got his hand under his chin. He's smiling at the camera. But I must say, and this is just a personal preference, it looks like his head is photoshopped onto his body. So take that as however you'll take it. The next guy, he looks Filipino. He's holding a mug and he's wearing a towel and he's like in a kitchen. And the last guy, also another black guy, he's bald, he's smiling into the camera, he's in like a hotel room, and he's only wearing a towel. Out of those 6, which would you choose?
You said the white dude looked photoshopped?
Yeah, number 4, he's smiling, he's got his head in his hand. He's smiling at the camera. He's got short cropped hair. He's got a little stubble of a beard.
And then there was the other white guy you said that looked white, but you couldn't tell because of the lighting?
The one holding the dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's wearing glasses. He's got like high volume hair. He's holding a little Pomeranian dog.
Okay, yeah, no.
What?
No, the Pomeranian doesn't make him a beefcake?
Not in my opinion.
So you want to go with number 4?
No, I was just asking about each one, but I think the one I'm leaning towards the Mexican one.
Number 2, the sultry looking.
Yeah, I'm just going off race. I'm not really.
Oh.
See fetish.
Ooh.
I know with what I just said, but I honestly don't have that much of a good memory to listen to the descriptions.
At a party, you are ... being a great host, drunk and dancing, having a deep convo, flirting with everyone, chilled out with a J. I'm not into parties.
I'm not into parties.
You're not having a deep convo?
You're not chilled out with a J?
I knew that was you scoffing at that one.
What?
I was talking about the Marcus because I heard him like do a little laugh or whatever.
I don't
Oh,
think
I
you
thought-
scoff.
And why,
I thought you
why
did.
did you know that was me scoffing at the little J one? What are you talking about? Why is that so me that I would scoff at that?
That is so you.
Because it sounded like your little, I don't know, laugh is the best way I can put it.
What's going on?
So you wouldn't want to be a great host.
Well, did Sam hosting this party?
Maybe.
Well, the first option was being a great host.
So it assume. Oh, I mean, I like having deep conversations with my people, so I guess being a great host or doing the conversation one would be.
I thought you don't like parties now.
Well, normally no, but okay. So let's just assume this is like our Dumpsgiving. No, not Dumpsgiving.
Try again.
The secret garbage. Secret garbage.
Okay.
Either I'm still gonna go with the conversation one, to be honest.
You're going with having a deep convo?
Yeah.
What if that's really short for having a deep convoy?
Well, then either the host or Jay.
No, I think it means conversation.
Well, then conversation, Bob. That's still
Okay.
my answer. Conversation.
Okay. I'm just making you think. All right, last question. I think it's the last question.
Okay.
How is your sex life?
None.
All right, that's not one of the answers.
Well, I have to be honest. None.
Okay, that's not one of the
You
answers.
can't answer that if it's not an answer.
Remember, you have to pick the closest one. Consistent, tender,
Consistent
Spontaneous.
If it's none, and if it's always been none, I mean, it's nothing but consistent.
Yeah.
yes, rich, vanilla, or kinky.
Ooh, what kind of answers are those? Why is it
I guess
so
we'll-
like cryptic?
I guess we'll go with consistent because I have
Consistent.
none.
Consistently none.
Consistently none.
Oh. All right, okay, that was the last question. Any idea what this quiz was?
Something with women. That's the only one I can think of.
I will say that none of the questions were related to. Well, two of the questions were related to what the actual quiz was for.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, maybe
what
three.
Was it? What was it?
You are a lamb chop. You're not just some sheep that follows the herd. You're worldly and enjoy the finer things in life. So even though you socialize selectively, people respect you. There are haters out there that try to slander you, but they're fucking wrong.
What
Of
is
course, they're
this quiz?
fucking wrong.
It was what kind of meat are you? And
What
Chaz
was
is a
that
lamb chop.
analysis though? After lamb chop, is lamb chop all of those things?
I guess.
Can you do this with Matt, please?
No, it's Quizzo.
Yeah, it's
I
Quizzo.
understand, but can we please have Matt do that
It's a
one too?
brand. It's your brand.
Yeah, you can't give that up.
We don't have to record it. I just want Matt to see what he gets.
Okay.
Is there anything wrong with that? Because I want to see what meat
A little
gets.
bit, yeah, there is.
Yeah. Don't ever bring it
Okay.
up again.
Come on, Mama. Gosh. Look, Max. It's Mom.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, but it's really funny.
I guess.
We've gotten these like cool sort of artisan candies at my school recently. The past couple days, you can grab
Artisan
them.
candies.
They have like a huge bowl of them you can grab. Yeah, there's the flavors are all like really cool. Like this one is
Like foreign candies?
this one's pomegranate and nectarine. No, just like cool flavors. This one's pink grapefruit and Tupelo honey. This one is blood orange and honey. This one's pear and cinnamon.
Are they like chocolate or are they
No, they're like little fruit things.
sweet candies?
Yeah. There's lemonade and raspberry. Yeah, I don't know. There's a bunch of them. They're really good. I like them.
Well, they serve butters at my
Butters?
academic center.
Like little packets of butter? Or is that like a Canadian candy?
Well, they're little chocolates, but the packaging makes them look like little individual butters, so we
Okay.
call them butters.
Okay. Recently, I mean, I say recently, it was probably like 2 weeks ago now, but I had some not so good candy.
Oh,
I had a damn near, no, I think, yeah, 30-year-old piece of gum.
okay.
And so I was at like a thrift shop type place, but not really. It was more like a trendy shop that had a lot of retro stuff in it that wasn't really sold at thrift
Okay.
shop prices. Like they had I went with a friend and he bought a Viewmaster and a bunch of slides for it, the thing you hold up to your eye and like press the lever down and change them. And they had
Yeah.
like, a bunch of VHS tapes and stuff like that. But it wasn't like a CD place. And they had like a whole bunch of these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle trading card things. And my friend
Okay.
wanted them. I don't know why, but they had a bunch of them, and they were only like $2 a pack, something like that. I don't know. And they were from, well, how old were they? Maybe they weren't 30 years. It was like 25 years or something. It was like early 90s, and he got one of them, and I was saying like I feel like they're just a reproduction because some of the stuff in the place we were was actually old. Some of it was like reproduction but looked old and all still kind of cool. And
Mhm.
he got them, and I was saying like I can't believe that that's actually that old because I feel like it would be a lot more expensive than like $2 for a pack, and I feel like they wouldn't have like a whole basket full of them. Like it looked like they had an order of them. But he thought it was that old, and they did look old. And then he opened it up, and it came with like a little stick of gum in it. So I ate that, and from chewing that gum, I can confirm they were that old. It was
Whoa, what did it taste like?
it was like a piece of chalk, basically. I put it in my mouth, and it was just like crunchy, and it never, no matter how much I chewed it, it never got a gum-like quality to it, and it just kind of disintegrated in my mouth, and then it was just gone, and it was very chalky.
Hmm,
So there you go. I've had a very old piece of gum.
interesting.
You
I've never
can't say
had-
you've done that.
Yeah, I've never had really old candy. I've had
Hmm.
stale candy, but that's about it.
Well, that was both. It was very old and consequently stale.
Did you do anything spooky on your Hallows Eve?
I don't think so. What did I do? I don't know if I did anything Halloween at all. The day before.
It was on a Wednesday.
Yeah, the day
Which is a very
before
long
in my media and culture class, my professor was dressed up as a witch,
Oh.
and she had a big bowl of candy, but I didn't want any, so I didn't take any.
When you saw him, did you scream?
It's a her, Bob.
When you saw her, did you scream?
I did not.
Did you scream until your lungs
But
gave out?
yesterday I had her class again, and she was like, she almost died, I think.
What the hell?
I don't know.
What happened?
She said she was very sick, and she kept
Okay.
coughing. And at one point, like, she would not stop coughing. And whenever she tried to stop and tried to say something, it would just be like a rasp, and then she'd start coughing a ton
Oh,
again.
no.
And she like couldn't tell us like sorry, I'll be right back, because she couldn't speak, so she was just kind of flailing her arms around and like looking down at the ground. And then she started to kind of quickly walk out of the room, and then she turned around and she went back to her bag and like pulled out a bottle of iced tea from her bag and then drank some of that, and she was still coughing, and everybody in the class just watched her for like 2 minutes have this fit, and we didn't know what to
Oh,
do.
no.
Yeah, it was a weird one. So I guess that was kind of scary, but that was also like November 2nd.
Okay.
Have you bought any marked down Halloween candy yet?
I have not. I went to the store a day or two ago, and candy was marked down, but they didn't have a lot of it, so I just didn't.
Did you find out what happened to the apples?
No,
Did you ask him? You said you were going to ask him.
I forgot.
Oh, man.
I don't know. I feel like because it was like a couple weeks ago, so if I bring it up now, I feel like he won't know what I'm talking about.
You can't let him get away with shit like that, Bob.
I mean, they were his apples.
Yeah, I know, but like, what's he doing?
No,
Well,
whatever he
figure it out.
wants.
No, fuck that. Whatever.
Chugga 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 chugga. Mail.
Should I put any like salsa music behind that?
Yeah, put a gay salsa man behind that. Mail. Chugga chugga. Mail. Chugga chugga. Mail. Chugga chugga.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
You got it going on, girl.
Have like salsa music behind me going chugga 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 chugga. Mail. And then the gay man says something.
Okay.
I'm just telling you this for your own good.
Mail. 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 Mail.
Ooh, the colors are killing me.
So, do you want to look through the mail?
Yes. Let's
Okay.
start with Humorchine.
Okay, you want to start with Humorchine. So,
That is correct.
I'm still not decided on if I'm going to include when we responded to another one of his stories or not. I might do it, but so we twice we reached out to Humorchine.
Yep.
Well, I guess thrice with our initial email, but twice since his email to us. I mean, the first one, the one that I did include us writing, that was very much directed at him. We read another story and left another review. But so this is, I think, in response to both of these. But
Both of them. Okay.
Humorchine writes back in, okay? Do you need a refresher of what we said last time, or you got it?
Refresh me.
Okay, we said to him, Alec, who is Vasco da Gama? From our extensive research, we can only find a Vasco da Gama, one Portuguese explorer he was. He reached India, no small feat too, the first European to do so by sea. Remarkable. We all know old Chrissy Poo was going for the same thing, but he blundered that up, didn't he? Please, why are they in the Pacific Ocean? I don't believe either ever saw its briny stretch. I'll overlook that one because it's not particularly integral to your narrative. However, both Columbus and da Gama were men, acknowledged by you in your story as you refer to their romance as gay. Why then do you mention Vasco/Vasca's amazing vagina? See Vasco da Gama and Christopher Columbus. While perhaps the stinker comment was a bit bullish of us, there's no need to swear. Can you explain your comment A*****? Are you trying to censor the word ass, or are you emphasizing and defending your incorrect usage of an A to end da Gama's given name? My compatriot somewhat managed to explain to me your Japanese head mumble, but to be frank, I'm still confused and think you, Alec, might be a bit loony despite your claims to the contrary. Do you think it's time to revisit your fanfiction bio? Maybe? We do. Please reach out to us again for further clarification. We're making progress here, and I think this is an important endeavor. Maybe write a story about mumbling? Take a Randy squat on that one for a bit, will ya? Much love, Mumble Cast. Okay, do you remember?
Very nice to him.
Well, fuck this guy, okay? He told us to, like, play by his rules or leave the house or some shit like that.
Okay.
I don't know. So he writes back, and he says, hey, get me a spot on your show if you really need a read-along on my very simple-to-grasp stories. I don't care what you think of them. I like them just how they are. Okay, so immediately this
Is that the whole thing?
no, but do you think he's serious about wanting to be on?
I think he's half serious.
Hey, get me a spot on your show. So he knows we're a show then.
I think we told him we were a show.
I mean, we
featured
said
on our
you'll be
show.
featured, yeah, like on our Italian special, and our name is Mumble Cast. So he's pieced that together. So he's not that dumb.
Right.
Okay. So he possibly wants to be on. Would you be down to have Hoomer Sheen on?
Sure.
I feel like he's not going to be very happy with us, though. So anyway, Hoomer Sheen maybe wants to come on our show and explain the Columbus story to us.
Mm-hmm.
I think I definitely understand what he's going for, though, and I don't think it will ever make sense. I know what he wants to do with it.
Really? You understand the story?
No, but I know what he's going to say about it because he's already tried to explain it to us, and it's stupid.
What point would that be?
That it's a love story about these guys because they were going for the same thing.
But one of them has a vagina.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know what the hell he's going to say about that, actually. All right. So maybe we'll get him on. Okay, well, he continues to say, maybe instead of mumbling, you could read your kitties.
Whoa.
He says, maybe instead of mumbling, you could read your kitties this! Exclamation point. And now in all caps, he says, I am sad. Jay can't write joke. We need Alec Michael.
You're going to have to repeat that one to me.
Okay, he says, maybe instead of mumbling, you could read your kitties this. I am sad. Jay can't write joke. We need Alec Michael. That's in all caps. What do you make of that? So instead of mumbling, he wants us to read our kitties this. I am sad. Jay can't write joke. We need Alec Michael.
So he's saying we can't make jokes, so we need to rip on him for jokes.
I don't know. Well, first off, we're sad, apparently. I am sad. And then Jay...
he said.
Yeah, and then Jay can't write joke.
I think he meant to write I.
Okay, well, then that's kind of ironic if he's saying we can't write. And his clause is Jay can't write joke. We need Alec Michael. Okay, well, he continues. You call me loony? Maybe a little kooky?
Oh my god.
How did you even find my story in the first place? Who's loony now? The mental ace is you, Mumble Cast. Also,
Wait, you
it
just
was...
called us a mental ace?
Yeah, and then he says, also, it was a asterisk asterisk. Grow up. Hoomer Sheen, Alec H. Michael.
What does that mean?
So we were asking, what does a asterisk asterisk mean? And he says, also, it was a asterisk asterisk. 3 exclamation points this time.
So he's not explaining what it means.
Yeah. Then he says, grow up. Yeah, I love that. You call me loony, maybe a little kooky. Oh, Hoomer Sheen, I love you, mate. All right.
So how and are we going to reply to this?
Yeah, let's reply. Let's say, Alec.
Alec Michael.
No, just Alec. Alec, we are interested in getting you on the show. You're quite a colorful character. Should I, ask him any more questions, or should I just send him something like that?
What was it? Repeat it to me.
Well, should I just say, we would like to have you on the show, or should I say, what do you mean by it was also or what do you mean by Jay can't write joke, or should I just leave it at, let's get you on the show?
I think we should ask about the email specific stuff, and then at the very end say,
But that's like
We'd
what
love
we've
to
done
have
the
you.
last couple times. We say a bunch of stuff and then we end it with like, we will have you on the show. And then I feel like he just gets caught up answering what we say and then he sends it.
we'll say something like, if you're really serious about answering our questions,
Okay.
we sincerely invite you
So
onto the show.
Okay, Alec, your stories are pretty abstract. Consequently confusing, and to be honest, a little rude.
His stories are rude?
Yeah. Why
They are.
always put in sexually explicit content? I mean, good
All the
lord.
stories we looked at were very explicit.
I mean, good lord. At least take Vasco out on a couple dates first.
Yeah.
Okay. What is Jay can't write joke? We need Alec Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'll say,
Please explain
you
this.
suggest dropping mumbling for, in quotes, Jay can't write joke. Oh, he actually puts an exclamation or a apostrophe in can't. Jay can't write joke. We need Alec Michael. However, I think that's a prime example of a mumble.
It really is.
I stand by you being being loony, and as you put it, maybe a little kooky too. We found your story. I don't know, I'll just say maybe a little kooky too. You've got a great character, and we'd
Like a personal character or the character in his story?
personal character.
Okay.
Fine, I'll say you've got great character, and we'd love to have you on our show. If you're serious about this, reach out with some more contact information. Skype or something, perhaps. Stay frosty? Question mark. Stay. What do I tell him?
Stay mumbling, my
Stay
friend.
mumbling, my friend, Alec. The
Love.
Mumblecast.
The Mumble Cast. With much love, with all of our love, the Mumble Cast.
With all of our love, the Mumblecast. Okay, there you go, Alec. Alec, your stories are pretty abstract, consequently confusing, and to be honest, a little rude. Why always put in some sexually explicit content? I mean, good lord, at least take Vasco out on a couple of dates first. You suggest dropping mumbling for Jay can't write joke, we need Alec Michael. However, I think that's a prime example of a mumble. I stand by you being loony, and as you put it, maybe a little kooky too. You've got great character, and we'd love to have you on our show. If you're serious about this, reach out with some more contact information. Skype or something, perhaps. Stay mumbling, my friend, Alec. With all of our love, the Mumblecast.
Yes.
Okay. I will send that to Alec, aka Homerchine.
Okay. We're getting somewhere with this guy.
I think we are. It depends how he responds to that. Okay.
It's hard to tell his tone
Yeah, it
in his
is.
emails.
It is.
Are you think you're watching the Blue Channel?
And I do not know who they're from.
Okay, yeah, Bob. So we have 2 more emails other than that one from Humerchin. Let's start with the one we got first. Let's go in chronological order here. So this came in on October 12th from Raphael, and
Oh.
the subject line is Viagra Gelato in Italy.
Oh.
So he says,
Is this what I think it is?
he says, greetings B and M. I assume Bob and Marcus. I was fascinated by the Viagra Gelato from the last podcast, so I did some digging of my own. Here it is. Enjoy my
Could this be it?
chicharrones. He says,
What I've been searching for?
enjoy my chicharrones, which is Spanish for pork rinds, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
And there's a link I'm clicking on. And it says Viagra Gelato proves Europe is just as weird as ever. It's on guestofaguest.com.
I mean, I know it exists. I've looked it up.
Well, it's an article about Viagra Gelato, Bob.
But where can I find it?
I don't know. Do you want me to read this out to you? It's not very long.
No.
It's not very long. Maybe it'll tell you where to get it. As anyone who has ever studied abroad in college can attest to, men in Europe seem to be perpetually riled up. Like, disturbingly so. One time, some dude licked the window of a cafe where my friends and I were innocently drinking espresso just to get our attention. It was creepy and disgusting. Could this Pfizer-flavored dessert be the culprit? Giving new meaning to the phrase Italian stallion, Viagra Gelato is apparently a thing in Rome, a weird food trend brought to the internet's attention thanks to a recent post on Reddit. Shared by user OceanGod20 on the site's subreddit /r/mildly interesting. The photo of a blue, potentially boner-inducing ice cream flavor quickly garnered a bevy of bad puns and penis jokes. You know, because Reddit. But we know what you're thinking. Does this ish really contain every sugar daddy's favorite blue pill? According to Munchies, probably not. However, there may be something behind the gimmicky flavor. An Italian travel site claims the gelato is made with African herbs that produce the same aphrodisiac effect without the prescription. Thanks, but we'll just have a scoop of the chocolate. That's it.
Oof.
So
the person writing that kind of sounds like a bitch.
Yeah, I gotta agree. Well, there you go, Bob. It's by Stephanie
Okay, that doesn't help me at all. Because I already knew all that stuff.
Well, it's in Rome, which you already knew.
Yeah.
So, if anybody has any further information about where to get that, send it in, mumblecast@yahoo.com.
But thank you, who sent that in? Raphael, thank you for at least attempting.
Yeah. Okay.
I appreciate it.
And then, so we also have another email here that is, I've had a look at it. It's quite comprehensive. There's a lot to it.
Okay.
It comes from, now, second time emailer Brian Fitzsimmons.
Okay.
The subject line is chugga 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 mail. So, looks like he's enjoying our intro for the mail segment. And he says, most dear talent.
That's
today,
me.
I guess he's talking about you. Today I grabbed a lunch on campus and a woman with Down syndrome came up to me and started asking about the books that I was reading. I didn't know what to do, so I just let her talk for 20 minutes. Her name was Nancy. Thought you'd like to know.
Okay.
And then he says, my roommate Sam and I might go buy some raw milk tomorrow to make some cheese in our apartment. If it doesn't go well, then we're hoping to be the reason that future contracts are explicit that residents cannot make cheese in their apartments. Sam's 24 and almost married a 36-year-old last year. Her ex-husband then proceeded to loosen the lug nuts on one of his tires, which then fell off while he was going 80 miles an hour on I-15. He found his tire on the highway, put it back on, and drove off. Spooky. Still a pretty chill lad. I have also included some super duper neato pictures for you. Fetus.
Of
fetus.
What?
Well, do you want to have a look? I'm sharing my screen.
Okay, I'll take a look.
So you can explain what they are.
I can explain. Okay.
So this
Are
is
they
the first one.
relevant?
No.
They don't look like they're relevant.
No, they're not relevant.
Okay. So the first picture is a Middle Eastern man standing in a garden, looks like there's sand, there's a stump, there's a flower, there's some trees in the back. But the most important thing of the picture is a stack of turtles. So there's one large turtle on the bottom.
Tortoises.
Tortoises?
Yeah.
Tortoisei?
Yeah.
There's
not
one
turtles.
large tortoise on the bottom, and then like 7 tortoises stacked on top of that one. And he's holding up the pile of tortoises, and he's smiling. He's very proud of the pile.
What do you make of that photo?
I don't know. Kind of just seems like some stock image
Okay.
he found.
Kind of a weird one.
Not too interesting.
All right, here's this next one. You want to explain this one?
Okay, this one's a little harder. So it's split into 2 halves. The first half is 3 shirtless men standing around a table of dead chickens. I think they're chickens.
Yeah, I think so.
There's there's a row of computers in the back. Very old computers.
There's a lot of photos on the wall.
There are a lot of photos on the wall. The men seem to be cutting the chicken up, I think.
These are like full-bodied chickens. It doesn't look like food.
Yeah.
It's not like it's like a dead chicken that the feathers have been plucked from, and that's it.
Yeah, all the feathers are gone from all
and
the
there's
chickens.
What, like 30 of them there?
No, there's like 50 there.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a lot of them. The second half of the picture, the men are taking a break and they're now playing games on the computers while half of the pile of the chickens are cut up and massacred.
Most of them now have shirts on as well.
Yes, most of them, except one.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's also more
playing something on the computer.
What?
I can't tell what they're doing on the computer.
Yeah, I can't tell either.
They're playing some game.
So that's that picture. I don't know what's going on here.
It looks like it's some sort of like sweatshop where these boys are.
But it looks like it's in like a rec hall.
I know. It looks like they've been made to prepare these chickens in some fashion, and then when they're done, they get to play video games on these old computers.
Or maybe they're just taking a break because it only looks like
they only got through about half of them. Oh, let's zoom in a bit. Maybe I can see what they're doing on the computer. It looks like he's playing Gary's mod.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we can see what all these photos on the wall are. Oh, there's the shirtless boys standing in what looks like the same room.
They're wearing the exact same shorts.
It's like that photo was just taken, but it's printed and on the wall.
What the hell? That's so weird.
Okay, what else?
They all just look like...
That looks like a bearded man standing in front of like riot police.
It does. If you go all the way to the top of that row, there's more shirtless boys.
There are.
Like dancing around or something.
Then there's like some Slavic writing and some maybe Orthodox Christian imagery.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's some candles.
Well, there we go. There's that image.
There's that one.
Do you like that picture?
I like it more than the first one.
Okay, then there's this one.
Interesting. Oh, oh dear. It's set on an airplane.
Yeah.
There's a large man in one seat. It looks like it's first class too.
No, that's not. That's like business class.
What? That's not business class.
That's business. That's not first.
Look at those seats.
Yeah, it's not economy, but that's not first.
I don't know.
They get like booths in first. There wouldn't be two seats that close to each other.
I mean, it depends on the airline. Sometimes
Yeah.
first class is
I
just
don't
like
think
bigger
so.
seats.
Anyway.
Anyway, a large man. He has an airplane dinner in front of him.
It looks like a
looks
very fancy
yeah,
one.
very
too.
fancy. And then in the seat next to him, Lord, how do I even describe this? It's like a statue of a grotesque witch woman with a very long nose and real hair.
And look at his shirt, Bob.
His shirt,
The guy's shirt.
it's got like a gremlin and a
No,
frog
it's like
on
the
it.
same thing.
Is it? Oh, it is. What is this?
And that statue also has a fancy meal in front of it.
And it's strapped in.
And the guy's like,
It's got a big
it looks like
toothy
he's
grin.
posing with it. It's not like
Yeah.
he just got a seat next to it. It's clear this is his thing.
But it also looks like he's leaning over like he's gonna feed it.
Yeah.
The windows are closed.
hmm
Oh,
Do you like this one?
No.
So I kind of have a little more insight into this photo.
Okay.
So when I was in Norway, like a year and a half, 2 years ago, these things are everywhere. They're trolls. Like trolls are a big thing in Norwegian folklore, and this is how they look in any like touristy kind of gift shop you go anywhere. There's every kind of troll knickknack you could buy: postcards, thimbles, bottle openers, magnets with these guys on them. You can buy little ones. I guess you can buy big ones. And if you see on his shirt, there's like part of a Norwegian flag there. So he must have been in Norway and he really liked these things, so he bought a huge one. Or maybe he's Norwegian and he's a big fan of them. He's being patriotic. But I don't get why he brought it on an airplane like that.
Well, how are you supposed to transport it?
I guess. I mean, surely ship it though, not buy it a seat and strap it in and buy it a dinner.
But yeah, why did it get a dinner? That's the weirdest part.
It's very creepy though.
It is very creepy.
All right, well there we go. What do you make of like his actual email, his little story about the Down syndrome woman or his roommate's ex-fiance trying to murder him?
I like the cheese part.
Oh yeah, the cheese part. Yeah, that was good.
About like if they need to make rules about making cheese in your dorm room.
Yeah.
It's gonna start with that.
He sent this on October 19th, and he said the next day they were going to try and make the cheese. So, Brian, if you want to send us back in, what happened, how making the cheese went, feel free.
Yeah.
Mumblecast@yahoo.com. And yeah, thank you. This is the exact kind of correspondence we're looking for.
That's right.
Okay, so thank you, Humerchine. Thank you, Raphael, and thank you, Brian. Yes. Chugga mail. Glad you like the mail intro.
That's right.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. You are a lamb chop. You're not just some sheep that follows the herd. You're worldly and enjoy the finer things in life. So even though you socialize selectively, people respect you.
Now just an outro?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, good.